you. Give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Growing, you've been growing GT for such a long time. Long time. The power's gonna go above and beyond in your lifetime. Got to thrill 'em, got to kill 'em, GT, 'cause now's the right time. Crank it up. Crank it up. And take it to the streets. You know what you got to do. You got to crank it up and put it on the lines. You know all it takes is you. All it takes is to give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it up! Crank it up! Big set, kiss, Nick.
Like that, so
baby rapper, cool as he can be. Baby rapper, baby rapper. Baby rapper, cool as he can be. Baby rapper, baby rapper. He knows his numbers and his ABC. Baby rapper, baby rapper. He can dance, he can sing, he can rap about anything. He digs music that moves his soul like rhythm and blues and rock and roll. Baby rapper.
And now, Baby Rapper is going to do his impersonation of the Beatles. So come on, folks, let's dance along, sing along to Beatles song.
Cool as he can be. Baby rapper, baby rapper.
Commerce State Bank
Got me my dream home, gave us quick turnaround, told us what we're signing.
Commerce State Bank
Came through with a great rate, answered my questions, told me what I'm signing. We're in tune with you. Give us a call.
earning relationships.
Jim's Coins in Hilldale. 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 Jim's Coins in Hilldale.
Madison. VCR Party Line. VCR Party Line. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they found. VCR Party Line. VCR Party Line. Melinda's.
Well, hello, Melinda's.
Melinda's! Welcome to VCR Party, the show where we watch VHS tapes. I'm Joe. There's Nick in his kitchen. There's Steve, and there's birthday boy George.
Oh, it's his birthday boy. Happy birthday, George.
Thank you very much. I did a lot to earn this birthday, and I feel pretty good about it.
You did it. You finally did it. I'm so proud of you, George.
Are you like 35 degrees now?
I am almost 70 degrees at this point.
Wow.
It took me a second to get that one. Cool. So, yeah, this is the show where we watch VHS tapes. We have 11,000. We're trying to watch every single one of them. And, Nick, did you get anything new? Why are you in the kitchen now? What's going on with that?
Well, the person I live with has an early morning flight tomorrow. So, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, here is a couple of new ones. This is... I think an official over-the-hill workout video featuring geriatric. Do you think it's actually hysterical? What would you wager?
Well, I'd have to watch it first. I mean,
guessing-
it has the over the hill logo, so I'm already laughing.
I'm guessing it's the same producer as Mr. Nasty. That's what I'm. Maybe it's
looks
directed by.
It looks about that hilarious. So we'll see.
Mm.
I didn't watch it in time for your birthday. We're going to be in Texas in a couple weeks for Fantastic Fest and playing Dallas. So this is topless dancing Texas style. And this is by Let's Party Video, creators of. Anybody know?
Well, a lot of the softcore stuff. There's,
Erotic Women.
They did
with
that?
the
Okay.
lady painting the ceramic clown. And this one, Hunktober's around the corner, so we got nude dudes. Nude dudes.
Do you order these? Do you order these specifically?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes they'll come up on my recommendations and I'll order them. Sometimes I'll just go digging in the office.
The algorithm knows you're a sexual man.
Well, the algorithm knows that we're coming to Texas and that Texas style couch dancing is something that I might want to watch. Yes.
Might want to watch.
Well, anyway, I think we'll watch this next week. It looks very entertaining from our good friends at Let's Party Video.
Let's Party. We should make T-shirts of that. All right, so we got a fun-filled show. We're going to be declaring the winner of the California State Jingle. That's coming up later in the show. We got a flag for it already. We're going to have some birthday fun with George's birthday.
Yes, we will.
But for now, let us get into a found footage festival.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
George, you're a notorious glove wearer, right? Even in like non-winter situations, right?
I do it at home. I might have some right here. I just found a stash of rubber gloves that look a lot like when they're like folded up. They look like the you remember at the beginning of the Blues Brothers where he said one prophylactic used when he's getting out of prison.
I don't remember that. When you use those plastic gloves, do you rewash them so you can use them later, or do you just discard them?
No, I put them on a rocket to the sun so that like whatever's on them will be burned off.
Got it.
I think you owe your longevity to your glove wearing because germs are unable to penetrate. So that's how you're able to be with us today on your birthday.
You look good. You
Unable
look
to
good.
penetrate. That's my. That's the theme of my birthday. Several birthdays.
All right, but the thing is, like for real though, like when you go on the subway, you wear one glove so that you can hold onto the poles, right? So
that was true back when I used to ride the subway. Now you could get me on the subway under any circumstance.
Now they're just home wearing gloves.
Yeah.
What are some other glove situations that you would wear? Gloves.
I don't know if I'm wearing like a tuxedo with tails. But
Oh,
that's more for
yeah. What are we?
that's more to just to look good.
Okay. Well, we have a video for your birthday, honoring your birthday, that features gloves. It's from this company called Video Log, and they made like a video catalog where you could buy these kooky inventions that I don't know. I can't imagine that they sold any of these. It feels like a joke, but it's a serious video.
I would have ordered it.
They have a 1-800 number and everything, but here's a product that's glove related for you, the birthday board George. What?
Glove.
It's Video Log, your video catalog of fine merchandise.
Video Log for the discriminating shopper, because you see not only how the products look, but how they perform as well.
For the
All
discriminatory
Video Log products
shopper.
are just a free phone call away with our 800 number. It's time now to go electronic window shopping with your Video Log. Are you the type who can't wait to get your hands on the newspaper each day?
And that's exactly where you get it, all over your hands. Dirty black newspaper ink covering your fingers.
Well, you newshounds won't have to suffer with dirty paws anymore once you get a pair of gloves of the Times.
Made of comfortable white cotton, these gloves were invented by a New York Times addict who believed in the message, but not the medium.
And they'll work just as well on your hometown paper or even the Wall Street Journal.
To help you keep a grip on your investments.
Oh, gloves of the Times for your favorite newshound.
Gloves of the Times.
Gloves of the Times. You're a newshound, George.
Yeah, I just hit reload though. I don't touch paper.
Is that a joke? Is that a joke? Like, why couldn't you just wear like regular winter gloves to?
I mean, I remember hearing that, but I never. I read the newspaper when I was a kid, and I never remember the ink coming off. Like like was it right off the press? Was he sitting at the end of the at the end of the conveyor belt?
Also, you're on the sides. You're like holding it on the sides, right? I mean, like that's the non-ink.
Unless your hands are made of silly putty, and then they would make the perfect impressions of what's on the paper. But yeah, I don't think it was a problem that needed to be solved.
Right,
George, would you ever order those? Like,
No,
if the price was right?
No, cotton. I feel like the germs would get right through the cotton. They would take root.
Oh, it'd make things
You have
worse.
a colony of germs in there.
Yeah.
And the gloves of the Times.
Yeah.
Steve, who are you selling out to? Steve, first of all, what's the hat?
It is the Worcester Red Sox, the Woo Sox, if you will, and it is one of their alt. It's, I believe, the Wepes is, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right.
They're going crazy with these minor league teams. They're going nuts.
Yeah.
They're going too far, if you ask me.
Well, they probably are. But you asked me who I'm selling out to. I'm selling out to Melinda Mark Westbrook. His brother has self-published children's books. One series is Eddie the Yeti. One of his books are called Al's Treehouse. As someone who's reading a lot of books to my daughter, I am very excited to hear that there's even more out. So you can find his books on his Etsy store. His name is Stephen Westbrook. You can search it, finding Eddie the Yeti also. And Al's Treehouse is a story that follows the journey of a young man moving into a new house where he discovers things he could have never imagined. The story takes a reader on a wild adventure through space and time. It's written and illustrated by a California science teacher. This book is sure to engage curious and fun-loving child in all of us. And then Eddie the Yeti was the first book that his brother Stephen published. And it's a nature-loving Sasquatch, am I saying that right? That lives in the forest and finds himself in some silly situations. So
we love our Yetis and we love our Sasquatches on VCR.
Absolutely.
Party. We love
and the conferences about them.
Yes.
Yes, the conferences about them. Yeah, that sounds cool. If you got kids, you get that book. Steve, you should order one.
I think I'm going to support the Melindas that support us. So please give Mark's brother some love.
I feel like you're reading. Can she even understand anything at this point? Like, I don't know. You might be wasting your time, Steve, is what I'm saying.
No, I think they say the exact opposite. She doesn't really, it doesn't cope, but she'll answer you. Like, you can talk to her. She's now at the, she thinks she's answering you. And
okay.
So you can have a back and forth conversation. Neither of us have any idea what the other one's saying, but she does think that she's making good points.
She's at the right age for Yeti-based media.
You got to start them early. Yeah, you don't want to wait too long.
I read Steve's daughter an Alf picture book for kids, and she was enthralled. I think she's going to be the next host of Willie's Garage. So.
Steve, do you think she might get you confused for a Yeti? Like after she sees that, will she think, "Oh, my dad is a Yeti"? Because not that
Possibly
you're
because
yeah.
one of the books is called Eddie the Yeti Gets Sweaty, and she's seen me sweat a lot. So that's possible.
We've all seen you get sweaty a lot.
Yes. So.
Usually when you're directing.
And correct. Yeah.
Are you
gloves are
directing?
hitting.
Are you directing right now?
I am. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm trying to. I obviously missed the first cue, or something happened with the first one, but
I noticed
we
them
get
up right
kind of-
before.
Kind of got a peek of us before. You get to see how the peek behind the curtain there of this
How the
well-oiled
sausage gets
machine.
made. A great Nickism.
Well, we've been doing this show for many years now, 282 episodes, and the comment we get most often is play more videos. So let's do that with the scimitar. I got one that it tickled me. This is an unauthorized video about the Spice Girls from, I think, the early 90s. And I guess this would have been mid 90s. And they don't get any licensed music. They used some, footage that they licensed. But it's basically this guy going around to Trafalgar Square and interviewing people about what they think of the Spice Girls. Joe, I think you're gonna like this one.
Wasn't there another one with like Madonna about Madonna?
Yep, exactly.
Did they
that
do this one too?
That was a flying window. That wasn't a scimitar, but this is by Scimitar, and it has a similar feel to it.
Are we gonna get flagged by YouTube for this one?
Like I said, they can't license any music because it's unauthorized. So
Okay.
no, not a chance.
Okay.
In fact, they do the trick we do, which is use MIDI versions of the songs. So
Got it. Nice.
There you go.
The latest British export to be invading the world is the Spice Girls, and this is where it all began.
Imagine your Spice Girls video, you cue this up, and there's this guy in a yellow shirt for about most of the 50-minute running time.
Right here at the base of Big Ben in London. I'm Sheldon James, and let's go and have a look at the phenomenon of the Spice Girls' success.
Nick, did you add that?
Okay, we're going around here. We've got more Spice Girls fans. This lady here, are you a Spice Girls fan?
Yes.
You like the Spice Girls. Which is your favorite Spice Girl?
Yes.
Yeah? Why do you like the Spice Girls?
Because they are very nice and beautiful.
Just like you?
Yes.
Thank you. Do you know the
Yeah.
Spice Girls? Yeah. Yeah. Are you a big fan of the Spice Girls? No. We went down to London's Brook Green Park. Check out this performance.
Hear this song? I'll tell you what it was. What it really.
Spice Girls fans are turning it off right now.
This is disturbing in a lot of ways. It's like Jim W. Hawkins.
I was
as
going
an
to say
interviewer.
that was Jim
Push
W.
Spice,
Hawkins Jr.
Baby Spice, Ginger Spice, Sporty Spice.
Who's spicy ice this? Scary, baby, ginger, sporty,
Kind of a fun
or
game.
Spice?
The oldest
something
of
to
the
do.
five girls, Geraldine Estelle Halliwell, or as she's more commonly known, Sexy Spice, was voted favourite Spice by a poll conducted by Sky International, receiving almost 31% of the vote. It's hard
Whoa.
to say if that support comes from her commitment to the
Statistics.
success of the band, or as a result of topless photographs she posed for long before the group's success. Hi, excuse me. Can I just stop you playing your Game Boy a sec? Do you know the Spice Girls?
I'm not Italian. We are not Italian.
You're not Italian?
No.
Well, that doesn't matter. Do you know the Spice Girls?
We know the Spice Girl.
Oh,
Helen, have you seen the Spice Girls recently?
I saw them about 15 minutes ago in the fish and chip shop up in Tottenham Court Road.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Just
Who's
naturalistic.
spicy ice this? Scary,
we
baby,
gotta have
ginger,
spicy eye
sporty,
contest
or
on this show.
We really should.
Posh Spice.
George, can you set up a spicy eye contest?
Here's they decided to get a drag performance of the Spice Girls.
Let's go. Hello, excuse me. Oh, do you like the Spice Girls? She doesn't want to play, does she? Sorry, okay. She
Nobody
doesn't
wants
wanna
to talk
play.
to this guy.
The hats. Girls
Filler.
with hats. They're not game.
I could have edited all that out.
So then that trails off. Well,
I don't think it's authorized by Mark Rosen either.
No, nobody authorized that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
boy, you're
that-
right. You're
There
right.
it
I
is.
did love that. Yeah. And you know, in Volume 10 of the Found Footage Festival that we'll be touring this fall, we just did the first show in at the Bell House a couple weeks ago. There's a scimitar montage where we're taking all the best. I think that's going to be an ever-evolving montage, too. I want to add that in there. I want to remove something out of the current montage and put that one in there because that's good.
Yeah, I think the show will change as people come see it live, depending on what city it is. Because we're gonna add and subtract things based on how new things we find. So come see us on the road.
Are you gonna do crowd work just like in that Spice Girls?
Ladies with hats, and then just have kind of nothing to say about it. Yeah,
they could have edited out. They could have edited out all of that, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They chose to keep it all in. Yep.
Speaking of our tour, maybe it's a good time to mention that we are hitting the road quite a bit. And not all the tour dates are on here, but here's a bunch: Austin, Dallas, Atlanta, Bethlehem, PA, Madison, Seattle. We're going to Portland, North Carolina, Chicago, Madison.
We got 25 dates set up through the end of the year. So yeah, check out foundfootagefest.com for tour dates and come say hi to us. All right, what are we getting into now? Celebrity bullshit?
That sounds good. Celebrity bullshit, yeah.
Clicked it. I don't know what's.
No Moyers.
No Moyers,
You
yeah.
gotta swap in the Moyers, the Bill Moyers celebrity.
I'm gonna write myself a note. Add in Moyers.
Get a lot of complaint letters from people. Where's Bill Moyers? We got Coolio. We got Mike Ditka. We got all the major celebrities. A woman who looks vaguely like Julia Roberts, but where the heck is Bill Moyers?
I just wrote in my notes. Add in Moyers.
All right, good.
Underline. What do we got for celebrity bullshit?
Oh yeah, this is me. This is one that has something to do. Well, first of all, this is a Teddy Ruxpin PSA that aired on the Family Network. So everybody go around and tell me who they think, what young sitcom star was in this 1990 Teddy Ruxpin.
Fred Savage.
Okay. Just locked in at Fred Savage. George. And
I'm gonna say Heather Langenkamp.
Who's that? Is that a name you just made up?
No, it's from. She was in Just the 10 of Us, but mainly she's known for Nightmare on Elm Street 1 through 800. I don't even know if that's how you say her name.
I'm gonna go with I don't know his name either, but the kid from the youngest kid from Growing Pains.
Jeremy Miller.
Yeah, Jeremy Miller.
Tell
okay.
me.
Can I switch mine?
Sure.
To what was that kid from Home Improvement? Tristan something or like Tiernan?
Oh yeah.
Trinan.
Not JTT, but the other guy.
No, the other one that we
He was in the Sasquatch Little Bigfoot 2.
Yeah, and somebody met him. Melinda met him.
That's right. He was like hiding in Hawaii from his parents
at a nude beach.
Yeah.
Well,
in the meantime, this is in honor of George. Here's the Teddy Ruxpin PSA.
Is timely tips for you, only on Funtown and the Family Channel.
I'm Teddy Ruxpin, and the official spokesbearer for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Now meet a friend of mine with some good advice.
Thanks, Teddy. What if you were home alone in a firestorm? Would you remember to get out of the house? Would you remember to go for
Should've
help?
gone with your gut.
Would you remember to call the emergency number?
The first time he doesn't pick them.
That's right. Protect yourself.
Oh,
George, I'm serving up softballs for your birthday here. Come on.
There's a meatball right down. Okay, but
Can of corn.
That they had Teddy Ruxpin in animated form rather than in plush form.
Too difficult to do the plush. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot more work to do it that way.
Wow.
You blew it, George. You blew it.
On my birthday, no less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. Is it your actual birthday today?
Today, yeah.
Oh, you're spending it with us, huh?
Yeah.
Did you want to do a mushroom trip? I'd be your trip sitter.
No. I want Steve to be. Actually, I want LD to be my trip sitter because she seems real calm, and I want Steve there too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Not me. I'm too colicky. How about a little flying window?
Let's do it. Let's pull them all out.
Rhys from Australia sent this. There's a band called Take That was touring Australia. They had a commercial. I don't think we've ever played classier flying windows. The borders are classy as hell.
Hello, I'm Mark. Hello, I'm Jason. And I'm Howard. And we are Take That.
Tune to Channel 10 on Monday, October
Not
2
flying
at
yet.
8:30 for the ARIA Awards, where Take That are performing live. To celebrate Take That's premiere Australian tour, we're giving you a chance to see them. Call 0055 60627 now, and you could meet the lads backstage at their final
kinda
Australian
remember
gig
this
in
song.
Perth. Flying
I did too.
Qantas and staying at
Was it their song or is this the cover?
I don't know.
Biggest export. Can you take
I'd like to
that?
hear Rhys sing it though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
those are
there's some
fancy
very
sounds.
classy, some very
Those-
fancy flying windows.
They must have cost a fortune. Did you see those things? They were pure gold.
They spared no expense. Yeah, those belong in a museum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get into raviolis. It's about, we're about
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
All right.
Do you want to start with George? I've one George video and one non-George video. What do you have? Do you have a couple Georges?
I have two George videos for the birthday boy.
So why don't you go first?
Second?
No. I'll go first so that you
Okay.
can end. I'll start without a George video.
Sounds good.
This is a CVS training video that we've had. We had the series before, and I think I played it back when we used to just put the VHS tapes into the player, and I played a couple scenes from it, but I revisited it recently, and it's the soundtrack. They put some money into the soundtrack. So what I was thinking is I'd play all the reenactments of people shoplifting. It's a shoplifting video or anti-shoplifting video. And what I want to do is I want the Melinda mixers. This is kind of a reverse Melinda mix where I want the Melinda mixer to rescore the scene to make it more contemporary, because this is from 1987.
Okay.
And but a lot of reenactments, so they need like different, and they always have different music. So Melinda mixers, you got your ears on. Take a look at this CVS. Not in my store, please.
Try to identify what can be done differently.
It's kind of cool music.
It's like Night Gallery, or like an anthology horror.
Yeah. Or Unsolved Mysteries, maybe?
Yeah.
Try to reimagine it with a new soundtrack here.
Okay. She was shopping for Advil when a man entered.
What's that guy's name?
Robert Stack.
Robert Stack?
Yeah. You get a good stack. Tough guys. The CBS boys. Come on, guys. Let's go steal some AA batteries.
Hey, some envelopes. Locks.
You want I should take this padlock?
They came in and stole one padlock. Listen to this one. This one's cool. I think somebody mixed this one to a Drake song. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Genuinely cool song.
The Caltrate had been left there by an alien or by an entity from another dimension.
Remember to stop elderly people who need their medication but can't afford it.
Exactly. I hope they throw her in jail for life. Nick, can you stack this one?
Ooh.
that could be a great thumbnail right there.
Yeah,
It's not
pretty
easy
good.
to rewind on this thing, but I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
because that guy's look was pretty good.
I hope he was a character actor back in his day.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nick, after that, can you stack it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Looks like somebody I know. I'm trying to remember who.
Different looking Jerry Seinfeld.
Sure.
What's the deal with shoplifting?
Nick Cage and Jerry Seinfeld combined.
A rubber-faced man takes corn pads to help with his corns. Have you seen this man? For tips.
He stole this employee.
is it.
It's simple. When it comes to shoplifting, not in my store, please.
Lots of music in this one.
That's great.
Yeah, good soundtrack.
Steve, do you know those CVSs? You're from Rhode Island.
I'm sure I've probably been at both.
Steve had his first kiss at the Wakefield location.
His first French?
Yes.
It was the third kiss.
All right.
But I did see that video when I worked at CVS.
Did
in
you really?
1993. Yes, because I remember the video of the three guys, and my three friends would come in, and I was terrified I was going to get fired or arrested. They made a big deal that I was going to get fired. I don't know why I gave a rat's ass for 20 hours of work for like
a
6
video
weeks.
you actually watched on your job. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You seriously did? Like that wasn't a joke. You actually watched that?
Yes, because
Wow.
I don't remember the rubber-faced guy,
Mm.
but I want to make that face. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's where you got that expression from.
Rubbery. Can you make it more rubbery? Yeah, there you go. They're too rubbery.
Yeah, there you go.
Too rubbery.
It's got too far.
All right.
I got a birthday video. Now I played the video from I think you could get this at Spencer Gifts. It was based on the novelty books. There's one called "You Know You're Over 40 When," and then it was like a series of cartoons, like I don't know, you can't see things as well. It was like jokes of that level. So we found one. It's in the office. It's called "You Know You're Over 50 When." And George, you're not 50 yet. You have a few years to get to that
I have
milestone.
a couple of years.
Well,
couple of years.
For the sake of this video, let's just say he's 50.
Okay.
So it makes more sense.
All right. Well, these are some hilarious, fully animated ways in which you know when you are over 50 in a couple of years.
Know you're over 50, it's really not so great.
That's
You
good
know
animation.
You're over 50 and gaining too
It's like the
much
mystery
weight.
farter.
You always
Yep,
feel
it is.
lousy,
It's the
hate
same
to leave your
artist
chair.
and book series.
Back is really
Call him an
hurting
artist,
and
huh?
you're losing lots of hair.
Artiste.
Happy birthday, haven't changed a bit. Happy birthday, keeping nice and fit. Over 50, still in your prime.
I don't get that
In
one.
the most delightful way.
You know you're over 50 when
One
you
window.
add God willing to the end of most of your statements.
There was pausing
You
for laughter
keep
here.
forgetting. No matter how many diaries, appointment books, or calendars you have, you still forget. You write notes on slips of paper and then forget where you put the slips. Sometimes you call your kids by the wrong name.
You know you're over 50 when getting a little action means your prune juice is working.
That's true.
Yeah. As he just keeps opening the door and closing.
You know you're over 50 when your music isn't their music.
They have a timpani?
There's Overlord.
Yeah.
I actually like these guys.
Oh, let's make a T-shirt with them on it.
You sit down to put on your underwear. The younger guys in the locker room have colored shorts, but yours are all white.
The other guy has green hair, but
You know
yours is...
you're over 50 when people you used to hold in awe, like doctors and policemen and clergymen, start being younger than you.
Start flying.
Yeah, what was that animation?
You don't always wake up aroused like you used to.
I was trying to do a Jackie Mason there, I think.
Aroused.
Yeah.
You know you're over 50 and
Havoc.
sex makes you
Havoc, you've done it
Does it again.
You always think
Yep.
you're freezing, you
Riskin.
can't see in bad
Knocked
light.
it out of the park again.
The kids think
Riskin.
you're
Too little.
old-fashioned and you
Thumbs
don't
up.
sleep through the night. Happy birthday,
This is
haven't changed
this
a bit.
ends like a spoonful of
Happy
sugar.
birthday,
Mary
keeping
Poppins.
nice and fit. Over 50, still in your prime.
In
Growing
the
on
most
the
delightful
crime.
Wow.
Wow.
What a
Two more
birthday for
years
George.
and then
Then
Yeah.
that'll speak to you. Right
Yeah.
now, you didn't understand it, but next year, it'll speak to you.
Mhm.
Okay, we got George's deathbed vision. So when George is on his deathbed, he's on his way out. You know, they say that when you're about to die, your life flashes before your eyes, and this is what I think it's going to look like when it'll flash before George's eyes before he passes away. So I added some new music to the opener, and here's the opening graphic for George's deathbed visions.
A lot of extrusions.
George's deathbed visions.
Cylindrical things coming out of things. But this. Oh yeah.
And that's me, right?
The minor chord "Happy Birthday."
There's the last one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Okay, so this one, I want to keep it a surprise. I want to keep it a surprise. I don't want to tell you what it is. It's been something that's been on my shelf for a long time. I've been excited about it, and you'll know what it is on the opening. But here we go. George's deathbed vision. The horse stretching video.
Yes.
with Frank Lloyd Wrong.
Lost his hat.
Hi, my name's Frank Lloyd, and I've been a professional stuntman for over 20 years. Remember, safety first, patience is the key. Let's go stretch some horses.
This is what I call a three-legged balance to aid in the stretching. This is something your horse will get good at.
Yeah,
when
more
I
like
do
a
their front
five-legged.
legs, I don't really do it in a set routine. Sometimes I do the left side, sometimes I do the right side. This is something you kind of want to keep them out of, so mix it up a little bit so they're listening to your
This will
cues.
really arouse
Oh,
them.
by the way, if you bring 4 carrots and not 3, you might forget it, but they sure won't.
You know what they also don't forget?
I bring the
is when you mistake their giant member for a leg and you attempt to stretch it.
He does that once. I didn't include it, but he actually did that one time. Yeah, I didn't think it was important to include. So
leg straight out the back end.
Are there parts where it's not aroused slightly, or did you just only
Not that
include the aroused parts?
Not that I saw. It was a boner the entire time. What are we up to for VCR party horse boner count? What's our count at? Is it
Who do we have doing
that? Is it a dozen? No,
Yeah, probably.
Who do
Yeah.
we have doing?
A baker's dozen.
Yeah, I think Wayne's counting those.
Okay, hold on. Your deathbed vision's coming up. Hold on.
This loosens up the hip. And I guide it down, and this loosens up the low back and hip. And I go straight out the back.
George's deathbed visions.
Whew. Oh, it's still gone.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Extended that.
Thanks.
Wow.
Happy birthday, buddy. From all of us at Horse Stretching, me, Frank Lloyd Wrong, and the rest of the crew.
I don't
What do
know
you
why, but I mean, I miss Marty every day, but especially now for some reason. I don't know why.
You know what? I think at this time, at this point, we could probably do a tournament with horse schlongs. I think we could do a schlongement. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, we're circling the drain.
I think there's enough
schlongument.
I think there's enough for each one of us. There's the Ronald Reagan one. There's the Lucky one.
Lucky
There's
the
that
horse,
one, and I
yeah.
know that there's another one. I know we have a fourth somewhere.
There was a horse birthing or insemination one that was,
Oh yeah. That's right. It was the insemination one.
yeah, that's what you're thinking of. Things going in rather than coming out.
Well, it makes
mistake.
sense. It makes sense for them to have boners there. but
Right,
It
of course.
didn't make sense in any of the other ones for them to have boners.
I don't know. Have you been on any massage tables lately? Because you know, it happens. Let's get into another
Does it
George
really?
video.
Wait. For real? Do you seriously? Do you get
It
boners
certainly
on?
can.
massage-
I mean,
Really?
I don't. I
There was a
dislike.
whole Seinfeld episode about it.
I dislike massages, but
You do like horse stretches.
I do like horse stretches. But that's a common thing, I think, that happens.
No
Yeah.
way. No way.
There's a Seinfeld episode about it. It has to be.
Oh, that
common enough.
documentary.
Well,
Steve,
it's based on real life.
you get massages, Steve.
I
Do
do
you-
not
do
get
you-
massages, but if I did,
Would you?
I'd be able
Could
to
you
help you out.
accidentally get a boner?
I don't know.
There are cottage industries based on that. I mean, there's massage parlors open right now that cater to that. So yeah, I think it does happen.
Has it happened to you?
No, I've only ever gotten one massage and I disliked it. So yeah,
You've got more than that.
Not that I no, not willingly.
It's the best birthday
What's
ever.
that mean? All right. Okay.
Yeah, so I
that
got a
was my other
birthday video
present.
because George, if you're nothing if not a guitar virtuoso, and there's a guy who this guy's Paul. Have you heard of Paul Gilbert? He's the founder of the band Mr. Big, and he put out a series of. He's a real shredder, and I love him. We have 3 of his videos. This one I'm going to play is called Intense Rock Sequences and Techniques.
Okay.
And the guy is just a delight. I enjoy his banter. He attempts some humor in here, and he's actually, I think, a pretty good teacher, even though I don't think most people will be able to do the things he's doing. So here's some intense rock techniques from Paul Gilbert.
Give me an L. L. Give me an I. I. Give me a C. C. Give me a K. K. Give me an S. S. What's that spell? Lex. That's right, Lex. 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 Lex.
Not my edit.
That's intense.
Yep.
Could you do that, George? Could you do that if you wanted to?
Not on my deathbed.
Ahoy, crew members, and welcome aboard. My name's Paul, and in this hour, we're going to be going over some techniques that I use to work on my picking, my left-hand hammer-ons and pull-offs, and a lot of different arpeggio techniques. I'll also give you fingerings that you can put those in and make actual music. Loads of fun. Take your pinky and put it on the D note, 10th fret of the high string. And because it's a two-handed lick, you sort of reach up with your right hand, and just reach up and pull a rabbit out of the guitar.
It's a guitar trick. I didn't see it coming.
You can annoy your parents forever with that one. You know, there really is a lot you can do with just that little old pick, but, you know, in a way it's kind of limiting when you know that there's a possibility of using not one, but 3 picks on the end of a drill. There's really nothing like it. Beautiful, beautiful music. Almost as cool as a polka.
There it is.
Wow.
Paul Gilbert's intense rock techniques. And yeah, we have 2 more videos by him, so I'm excited to dive into those.
He likes having fun on them. I like that. Most of them are pretty dry. They're usually just, you know, you want them to be fun because they look like fun guys, but he's a fun guy.
Yeah, and when it gets into the instruction, he seems very competent at that too. He kind of takes you along for the ride, but yeah, he's fun too. So, George, I think incorporating a drill into some Lester Luster and some Overlord songs would be a good idea.
I think I'm gonna do like a bit router or something.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But all right. Yeah, it's a good idea.
What are we're live now? What are people saying about George's birthday? Has anybody said anything profound or anything that we should know about? Has anybody seen anything? People enjoying themselves out there and
it doesn't look like it.
Message
No.
boards? No. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You got nothing. All right. Is anybody even watching it? Because Steve's like directing now,
right?
And then George, you have to be the looker at
he's his
of
birthday
comments.
boy. He's the birthday boy.
That's true.
so
He just
he
sends
can't-
texts and
There are 371 people currently. Well, we just lost one. We're 370 people. That was somebody who wanted their comment on screen.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh wait. We love George.
there we go.
There we go.
All
Oh, yeah.
caps. All caps. There it is.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. All right. That does it for the raviolis. Now,
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
All right, let's keep the George party going with some cyber videos. Should we get into those?
On the intro.
not only is it George's birthday today, but this weekend, I believe, is Batman Day, celebrating the birth of Batman in comics. And so I pulled together, there's these, when I worked at the Late Show, Kelly Ripa was on, and I asked for a bunch of footage of her from a show called Dance Party USA. You remember that show? I think it was based in Philadelphia, George.
Yeah, if it was it hosted by a guy named RJ?
I think so for some years.
Yeah,
if I
okay.
remember. And my sister and I used to watch the show. It was like a dance show based out of Philly, but it was syndicated on the USA Network for a while.
Okay, all right.
And Kelly Ripa was a dancer on it in the 80s. So, but anyway, I found this clip on one of the tapes. Here we go.
And you thought jokers were wild? You'd have to be batty not to join in the Dance Party USA. Today at 5, 4 Central.
Look at all those shirts. Don't you want all those?
I'm so glad that, because sometimes I think I was imagining that it was like, I like Batman, so I imagined everybody else did. But this is some clear evidence that Batmania had swept.
Oh, yeah.
Followed, of course, by Bat Depression.
Yeah. There's mania, and then there's depression. Yeah.
You'd have to be batty.
Yeah. 1990 was a special time right after Batman came out. I had Batmania.
Wouldn't that be a fun job to write those promos? You know, like, you'd have to be bad. There's no Joker about it, or whatever he said. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun gig.
Yeah.
Steve, what about you?
So, I'm trying to figure out what camera I am.
What are we?
I got sent by Robert Smith a Kirk Gibson Jock Sham. Let me actually play the Jock Sham intro.
It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. Boring you with a signature drawl. It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. This rap is done, now it's over to you.
Okay, the rap's over. Now it's over to you.
Now it's over to you.
So just so you know, everything's delayed for me. So whenever I hit the button, you guys all nodding your head, and I missed it, and then obviously it ends.
You're like a news correspondent that's like in like Bulgaria or something, and then you have to wait like 10 seconds for them to respond to the question.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, Joe.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
So this week's it's a Kirk Gibson, and it's a local KFC commercial. It was in the middle of his career before he won the MVP and hit a game-winning home run with the Dodgers. I love it because I think he actually does a pretty good job with it, and I think they gave him a lot to do on this one. Here is my Jock Sham this week.
After a bad game, nothing helps to get my mind off work like a great meal from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Of course, after a good game, there's nothing like celebrating with the Colonel. After a rain out, hey, what could be better? And then there's those days off.
What if he was getting heavier and heavier, and
See his arteries clogged.
He's like 380 pounds by the last one.
I want every one of his windbreakers and satin jackets. That's my takeaway there.
I want his mustache.
I want his pension.
Oh,
yeah, I'll take that.
All right, that's good, Jock Sham. That's yeah. I'm gonna do my it's Songer time. Daniel Songer, the internet comedian. He's had over 200 comedy bits on YouTube, and I get to show one of them every 4 weeks. So this is the fourth. It's been 4 weeks, so now I get to play a Songer. This is curated by Tim Herod from Bastard Tapes and Dinah Show, and for this one, he said, so at MelindaCon a couple weeks ago, he got to meet Caitlin from Saturday, Caitlin McGurk, and he asked her if she liked Songer, and he said, much to my dismay, she was not a Songer fan.
You could cut the tension with a knife. It was a real tete-a-tete there.
It was just a real record scratch.
Two intellectual heavyweights going head to head.
I think he assumed that she was probably a huge Songer fan, and then his jaw hit the floor. He said so he wanted to do something to correct that, or to maybe try to woo her to the Songer side. He said, I thought I'd take a more academic approach to Songer curation, choosing a clip that honors U.S. schools going back into session. It's back to school time now. So this really is one of the more impenetrable non-jokes even by the inane standards Daniel has always set. You could
Okay.
seriously have a contest to try and explain what he was going for here. So hopefully, Caitlin, maybe she'll jump on the Songer bandwagon. But here it is. Baffling non-joke from Daniel Songer. What are we?
All right, you guys, when you're going through school, you've got to come up with what do they call it, essay, and you're always searching for the perfect word. Okay, who can I call? You call your buddy. I need the word. Help me to find the word. And the last resort is your mom. You call your mom. Mom, I need a word, okay? And here is a word for all the students out there. Technicality, okay? It's a word you probably won't ever use ever in your whole lifetime. Technicality, and here is how you would use that, okay? Is you got a bush, and it's on your property line, and it's growing into your neighbor's property, and your neighbor's out there with a chainsaw, and you run out there. Technicality, technicality, it's only growing. That's it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Nick, you're usually good at deciphering what Songer's going for. What do you think? What was Songer going for there? Are you muted?
I think he is.
Yeah, I lost track. I couldn't.
I think he was just speechless.
I couldn't make
Yeah.
heads or tails of it because he was something about a bush growing on the property line, and it's growing. It's growing.
To explain technicality for the kids, a word that you're never going to use. Technicality is a word you're never going to use.
No.
When would that ever come up?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, seriously, like, what was he going for? Any ideas, George, Steve? Anything? Are there any theories on the message boards?
I'm seeing nothing, but that would I don't
Should we play
know.
it again? Should we play it again?
No, I think we all got the
Now the message boards are saying no.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Okay. Well, the mystery will go on then. See you in 4 weeks, Songer.
Yeah, I really don't understand that one. Maybe Tim can.
Really ruined my
discuss it-
birthday.
He didn't know.
discuss it
He
with
didn't know.
Caitlin. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But do you think Caitlin's now on the side of Songer with that because it has to do with academia?
You're just gonna have to ask her. I don't know.
She's a
Yeah.
professor. I would assume, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a cyber video that's a combination of two segments I've done before. You've got freaky PSAs and A plus B plus C equals PSA.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time to meld them.
Okay. I'm not seeing it.
plus C plus.
Are you seeing it? I'm not
No,
seeing
for
it.
some reason it stopped.
Here. There.
Oh,
Start
was
over.
it-
Start over. Start
okay.
over. There we go.
What are we?
What are we?
A plus C plus C equals 3 PSAs.
Combo.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're going to have to.
Oh, I remember this one.
Put these together, but it's going to end up with a freaky PSA.
Okay.
Not just a weird one. So a discordant soundscape, a hypnotic spinning wheel, a melting human face, a corpse on a gurney. Shows dangers for runaways, encourages seatbelts, warns about littering, has no clear agenda. Directed by David Cronenberg, directed by David
Oh.
Lynch, directed by John Waters, directed by Terry Gilliam.
Okay, I'm going A Corpse on a Gurney, encourages seatbelts, directed by David Lynch. No,
Okay.
David Cronenberg. David Cronenberg.
Okay.
I was gonna go melting human face warns about littering by Cronenberg. Is that too
Okay.
close to Joe's?
Everybody can guess
Okay.
the exact same thing.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go with melting face then as well. Encourages seatbelts, and I'll go with Lynch.
Okay.
This one.
melt.
It's gotta be
Come on,
cool.
melt. Although Lynch loves black and white.
Glittery.
This seems like Lynch. Cronenberg's Canadian. He wouldn't be in New York. Coffee, Lynch.
It was.
I love it.
Cool one.
It was David Lynch. It was David Lynch.
Wow.
Discordant soundtrack. I probably should have said a pile of rats. But
That was cool.
Yeah,
That's a cool one. I've never seen that before.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been saving it for a long time. All right, let's
right.
see what we got next.
Solid.
A talkative earthworm, an smiling houseplant, an anthropomorphic swine, a bespectacled aardvark, hiding in a house, speaking at a lectern, in a jail cell, working at a convenience store. Reminds kids to get eye exams, encourages truth-telling, discusses soil rotation, and thwarts energy efficiency.
I'm going Anne Smiling Houseplant. Definitely going with Anne Smiling Houseplant.
Yep, good.
Speaking at a lectern, discusses soil rotation.
All right. It's
I'll go an anthropomorphic swine hiding in a house thwarts energy efficiency.
I too am going to go with the swine, but I'm going to put him in a convenience store. And although as much as I want to go thwarting the energy efficiency, I'm going to go encourages truth telling.
Is it
One of you got it.
Is it a swine or an swine?
It's an anthropomorphic swine. So I don't know. I don't know whether it's an swine.
It's an
because of it.
swine. Okay.
But Anne Smiling Houseplant. It's this houseplant who's named Anne.
Okay,
No,
so somebody
I
got it
forgot
right.
the comment. Yes, somebody got it right.
Come on, baby needs.
There's one. Come here, you.
Is it mice?
Nope.
Rats?
Nope.
Hogs?
That's right, miss.
Hogs?
Energy hogs. If you're wasting energy, you'll find one in your home.
Got energy hogs in your house? Now you have the power to do something about them. Log on to energyhog.org.
Hey, let me go. In your dreams, Porky.
Because nobody likes an energy hog.
That's
Holy
a good
crap.
One.
And
Who was
one
that
last one.
actor? I've seen that actor before.
I'm unfamiliar with his other work.
Yeah, with the square jaw.
Yeah.
I've seen him too.
Was
I
he
don't
like
remember
in
what.
like Plan 9 from Outer Space or something like that, or was that Ed Wood movie?
It wasn't Tor Johnson, but I don't know.
yeah.
Somebody might recognize him in the.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he's been in stuff before.
I feel like he played a German guy on Sprockets.
Oh, somebody said Ernie Keys, I believe.
Mhm.
Let's look up Ernie Keys. What do we know him from?
The Ernie Keys Show. Okay.
Oh, the Ernie Keys Show? Yeah, okay.
Um,
all right, I'll keep
so
looking them up.
One last
you,
one.
You continue. Yeah.
Okay. A silent bare landscape, a roar of a laughing crowd, a jingle that turns on a dime, a chant that goes on too long. At the beach, on the moon, at a baseball game in Kentucky. Suggests you hug your kids, begs you to test your fire alarm, hopes you join the PTA, demands you recycle.
Okay, I'm going a silent bare landscape at the beach. The bottom one. What does that say? Demands you recycle. Demands you recycle.
I'll go with a chant that goes on too long at a baseball game in Kentucky.
No, those are two different things. At a baseball game or in Kentucky.
Okay, so sorry, at a baseball game, not in Kentucky, or it could be. Suggest you hug your kids.
Steve, what do you got?
I'm going to go the jingle on a beach, demanding you recycle.
Okay, well, one of you got two of the three. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Mommy, what's for supper?
Can't you see that I'm on the phone? Hold it down, I just got home. Isn't it enough that I work all day?
Please to get a chance to get away. Dishes, diapers, dirty rags.
Bosses, bills, and that. Shut up, kids, you're in the way. I'm so mad I can slap your face.
Did I do something wrong?
Have you hugged your kid today? Did you send him on his way? With love, 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 love. She's a person just like you. She's got feelings too, so give her love, 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 love. If you hug him for a while, it'll leave you with a smile.
Verse
You'll
5.
know it's love, 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 love.
I don't like the song.
This message is brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Department for Human Resources.
Yeah, so you can do it anywhere other than Kentucky.
I see.
But there's an awful lot of PSAs about not hurting your kids from like 1978 to 1985.
Those are the dads of that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that song was when it went, love, 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 love.
It's memorable.
I think it should have gone even longer.
So in a way, it's a chant that goes on too long, but yeah.
Fantastic batch of cyber videos.
All right.
Do we have time for some nice things?
Let's do some nice things. Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick.
We should.
What?
We want to reveal the winner of the state jingle?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it during nice things. That's a nice thing.
Okay. I think this counts. It was overwhelming. This was California's state jingle. We had on Caitlin Cook last week from California and a musician to help evaluate. We had our favorites, but
Channel 31. I think Channel 31 was the favorite. What was the second most favorite on this crew?
I think
the banjo song. The banjo song for the feed. The feed place.
Yes, yeah. Fortuna Feed and Garden Center. All right, well, here's you didn't have to be a patron to vote at patreon.com/Found Footage Festival, but
blowout.
we prefer if you did. So yeah, it is a blowout. Wet Pets actually won with 43%.
Wow. Who's second place? Who got second place?
Fortuna Feed actually, and Mossy Nissan right behind.
Okay.
So, yep. So it was a clear winner, and we know what happens is those of you keeping track on your pocket size or regular sized state maps can keep track. But our buddy, who's an actual doctor of psychology, Judah, puts together this. This is based on Wet Pets.
Cool.
So
that's
as we all
Scorpion.
know, yep, and that's the correct pronunciation of Scorpion right there. And that's the Wet Pet Republic of California. And here you go on your, let's see.
What are we?
There's a beach ball. But he filled out the state map there. So you can see we got all the state flags. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 states. We got a lot to go.
Did you include Rhode Island? Because I think.
Oh, yeah. That's
I think we got a dozen.
We did it.
Okay, so that's 12. You can't really see it that well, but yep, you're right. There's Rhode Island. So yeah, 12 out of 50, 51 if you include Puerto Rico. So we got our work cut out for us.
We got a long ways to go, but let us know what state we should do next. We have a database of all of people send us stuff, but let us know. That's a fun one to do.
And send us your suggestion for what what should be the winner of that.
Congratulations, Wet Pets. Should I play Wet Pets?
Yeah, let's
to celebrate. Okay,
yeah,
here we
let's
go.
hear a little bit of it.
W-E-T-P-E-T-S, W-E-T-P-E-T-S, Wet Pets and Pablo. Only one place where fish and lizards hang out with cats and chinchillas, kick back with hamsters and dogs, parakeets, rabbits, and scorpions. One stop, one shop, we got it all. Any pet you can get and take home. Best pet products and best pet food. Best pet service is Wet Pets for you. W-E-T-P-E-T-S, W-E-T-P-E-T-S, Wet Pets and Pablo.
We should call them up and let them know that they won.
They are no longer in business.
Oh, aren't they? I was thinking we could get like a free iguana or something.
Maybe a scorpion.
Nice. Well, as we know, that's only the second hip hop tinged jingle to ever win after Happy Hobo. So, but it's good to get different musical genres represented on that state map.
It really is. Yeah, it really is.
Thank you.
You got a George gift there, I see.
Oh, just I was at a vintage store in New Jersey, and your gift is being sent directly to you, George. But I had to show you the wrapping paper. Look at this wrapping paper. It just says George
your name
all
on
over
it.
I should probably wrap myself in that at night.
You should. I bought this. You could line your cage with this. This is yeah. I just saw this, and they only had like 3 different names, and so like 3 months ago, I'm like, I'm buying this for George's birthday. So when you do get your gift, it will be wrapped in George birthday.
I feel like you should just give him the wrapping paper so he can present gifts to people with George wrapping.
Then I don't have to write a card.
Right.
You know
They'll
what?
know who it is from.
That's what I'll do. I'm going to leave this at the office in its package, so you can give me my birthday gift in this.
Have you ever wrapped a birthday gift for somebody, George?
Of course,
Have
many
you?
times.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm really like it looks like a 5-year-old did it. Like the corners look horrendous. I got some nice gifts from I got this shirt from Lenora.
Oh, that's cool. Creep heart.
Yeah, it's she gave me a bunch of shirts, but that was one she'd made several years ago before.
Wow.
And then I got the
you.
craziest gift. So this is a cell from Creepshow 2.
Mm-hmm.
That
wow.
Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library Museum. I think she just snuck it out in the middle of the night. Yeah,
and new Songer fan. Yeah,
but she acquired this somehow, and the best thing about it is it has a picture of the Creepshow 1 comic book in it.
Oh, I didn't notice that detail.
So
that's
pretty
cool. Yeah. You gonna show my present that I got you last night?
Oh,
we had dinner last night.
So and I got a greeting card that was one of those ones that when you open it, it makes a sound, and that sound was maybe about 24 different farts, and it looped, and it was one of the ones where you can't
close it, so the fart sounds. And I gave it to him in a restaurant.
Stops.
I gave it to him in a restaurant, hoping that like all the tables were going to turn and stare at him and think he was a farter.
The mystery farter.
But it was way too quiet. Nobody could hear it. George couldn't even hear it. So, oh well.
But you saw me put it really close to my ear and like giggle a little.
Yeah. I did see that. Warmed my heart. So
yeah.
Steve, what'd you get, George?
It's coming in the mail.
Your nephew's getting it for him? Your nephew's on those way right now.
Is it fart themed?
Okay.
We'll see. We will see. I don't want to give too much.
All right, Nick, what'd you get him?
Should I tell you or should I?
Nobody has to get me anything.
Okay. Well, it's being mailed directly to you,
okay.
So it's currently in the mail.
I already forgot that you got him the wrapping paper.
Well, the wrapping paper.
That's the impact. That's the impact that had on me.
Well, he has an actual gift, but that's being mailed separately.
Well, that's
you can hold that up when you get it.
Okay. All right. Should we wrap this sucker up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
If you get interrupted, you have to say the next word when it comes back in, as though.
Steve, what's your thinking with do you do the graphic
By the way,
at the end or not?
Here's the thing: when I used to direct it, I used to get yelled at often for not doing a nice thing at the end of the segment.
No, you should close it.
You didn't do it at the end of cyber videos, though.
Yes, I know, because I shouldn't have
consistency.
done it. I shouldn't have done it at the end of Raviolis either. I think when it's about to go to a new one, it can go on, but there's nothing new for announcements this week.
Okay,
So
I'm just looking for some
begins and
consistency.
ends. All right, well, I'm working it out.
Okay.
What was Saunders' word? Not consistency.
Technicality.
Technicality, Steve. That's the thing to remember.
Technicality.
So I was thinking, Nick, we watched that CVS Not in My Store Please video. I don't know if we've watched that already. I know we watched the other one, but I don't think we watched the shoplifting one yet. So that could be a fun one. And it's a good running time. So yeah, I think.
By the way, if anyone, EP modes are a bonus episode we do for $10 and up patrons. They're always fun. But last week's when we watched the rugby karaoke video, that's like up there for video of the year. Sorry to cover you up, George, with this graphic. I was expecting that, but yeah, it's a karaoke video with a lot of full frontal nudity in it, singing
it's
really
baffling
body like drinking songs, but with rugby players. So it's
but the footage. There's like footage of monkeys on there, and then there's babes, and then there's also a lot of nudity too.
Yeah.
And then aren't there elephants like walking
Yes,
by?
there's
nude elephants,
It
nude
just
monkeys.
it doesn't make any sense at all. And we had to put it on Vimeo because it's Vimeo's the Wild
It's too
West,
dirty
so
for
they don't
YouTube.
They don't care about the dirty stuff. So yeah, tune into that. And Mike, we had our UK tour manager Michael join us for that, and he's super funny.
He had some rugby insights for us. Yeah.
Yep, and also we talked about lads and blokes, and we had
Mhm.
he has lots of opinions on that. So
We get to the bottom of it.
Let's see. Saturday is back 2 weeks from now. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. We will have a Saturday morning cartoons with Caitlin, and that'll be fun. I'm
Yep,
excited
be good
about
to get
that.
back on the saddle for those. Yep,
Yep.
and I'm gonna try to edit the live one that we did for our convention, MelindaCon.
Boy,
So
I'm worried about that
we'll
one.
see.
I was not in good shape for that one,
You
and
were
I
on
think I
death's
was
door.
scantily clad too.
Well, yeah, you were sitting across from, so Nick and Joe were on one side, and Caitlin and I were on the other, and you were wearing we could really just see a lot of you.
A Budweiser bathrobe and little else.
Yeah, that didn't fit me very well. So, Chop and Steel. If you want to see the documentary about Nick and I, it is playing at the Rivoli Theater in La Crosse until Thursday. I have 2 more nights to go see it. It's a good movie. Go check it out. VHS of the Month Club. Sign up now because you'll get it. We send them out on the 15th. You get a VHS tape from our shelf. We send it to you. We're on a technicality. We're sending you our doubles. We're not giving you any of the stuff that we need. We're giving you the doubles. We have boxes and boxes of those, and we throw in fun stuff too. Like McKenna's been doing little mini zines. She makes little mini zines of new tapes that just arrived that week.
Oh, wow.
And she makes pins of VHS Found Footage Festival legends. Like she did Dee Grunig one time, so you get like a pin in there. And what other like we have lots of crazy crap around here, so she puts that in there too.
Excellent.
So, yeah. Here's the other thing. One more announcement, and then we'll get to our outro here. But we are categorizing all of our VHS tapes. So it took us, we've been doing this for 300 years, and finally we're putting this into an order. So we scanned in all the images of every single one of our VHS tapes. Now we have to input the information from them. So we want to
things
keywords, titles, genres, funny stuff, whether it's a good cover, if it's autographed, all sorts of weird, funny things. So we have all these categories that we still need. We're almost there. We're pretty close, actually. But we're looking for volunteers who would get a folder full of these scanned VHS covers, and you would put it into a database for us. And you can pick the category that interests you most: computers, food, sexy time, sports, whatever. Here's the idea. For every shelf that you complete, we will name that shelf after you. So if you finish like 10 shelves, we'll write your name in paint on the side of the shelf, and that will be your shelf. You don't own it, but your name will be on it.
Okay.
It's like a clown museum for VHS tapes.
Yeah, sort of like the clown museum. Yeah.
There we go. So reach out to McKenna at foundfootagefest.com, and she'll set you up, and we'll get your name painted up on these shelves here.
Excellent crowdsourcing, and it'll be fun too to look at all the scans of the tapes. I mean, that's half the fun is just looking through all those.
That's what we did with Luke. Remember, Luke was on last week, and he scanned in almost all of these, and he had just a pile of his favorites. So you can have a pile of your favorites. Tell us which ones to keep an eye on.
Well, I think this one currently is the one I have my eye on, Nude Dudes. So we'll see.
Nude Dudes, pucker up those tudes and take a nude dudes.
Well, I don't want George's birthday to end, but it has to. I think we're going to end with a.
I'm ready for it to end.
Me too. But it's going to end with a bang. This is a Melinda mix. This is a viewer that remixed. We put a call out to remix a video called the Home Emergency Video. This was after Joe's near-death experience. I pulled a video about how to, help in an emergency situation, CPR and stuff, and it had a great opening theme song. So we're going to start with that, and then we've kind of turned it into a tribute to George as well, just with the visuals. So it's a cool remix. I'm excited for everybody to hear it.
Okay, is that it?
That's
Happy
it.
birthday, George. That's it. And if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
We'll be right back right after these George birthday words.
Happy birthday, George. And please, everyone, check out Etsy at Stephen Westbrook, Al's Treehouse, or Eddie the Yeti. My nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
Thank you, everybody. You want more screaming? You got it.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
In A.
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.